In February, we lost an outstanding American, a friend, a hero, and a patriot, when Chief Warrant Officer of the New Hampshire National Guard, Charlie Morgan, lost her battle with cancer. For those of us who were lucky enough to know Charlie, it was a difficult loss. But at the same time, she left everyone she met and our country better off because of her advocacy on behalf of her fellow LGBT Americans and their families. There's a special place in history for brave individuals like Charlie, who stepped forward to not only defend our country, but to stand up for the principle of equality for all Americans. This was Charlie's fight, and this is the fight we must continue on her behalf.
Hi, my name is Chief Warrant Officer Charlie Morgan. I serve with the New Hampshire National Guard, and I'm finally proud to announce publicly that I'm a lesbian.
Charlie Morgan and her spouse Karen are two of 16 plaintiffs demanding military spousal benefits that the government is denying them under DOMA.
I have recently been diagnosed with reoccurrence of breast cancer. So basically I'm in stage 4 of breast cancer. It's metastatic, and that being said, time is of the essence for me, because if something was to happen to me, as I had said before, I want to make sure my family is provided for. I came back from deployment proving that I'm willing to put my life on my line for my country. It's important now that my country protect my family.
Certainly. This is Chief Warrant Officer Charlie Morgan, member of the New Hampshire National Guard. After serving for the better part of 2 decades, after deploying overseas, after leaving behind her partner and their young daughter for a year while she served in Kuwait, Chief Warrant Officer Charlie Morgan asked for a meeting with Speaker John Boehner. She told the Speaker that she had stage 4 breast cancer, inoperable. She told him that her own father had served in the Army and was killed in a car wreck in an accident as he was getting ready for deployment in Vietnam when she was just a little kid. Officer Morgan writing, quote, "My mom and I received VA and Social Security benefits as a result of his death. Those benefits put a roof over our head, food in our bellies, and clothes on our backs." She wanted to make the case to John Boehner that her family now, as she faced death, should qualify for the same treatment, honoring her service. That was February 2012, a year ago almost to the day. Charlie Morgan was able to be out. She was able to ask Congress to consider her situation because the ban on gay people in the military was ended. This video was made by a project called Legal Stranger, because that is how the law still views troops like Charlie Morgan and specifically her family, her wife. That was the story Ms. Morgan was trying to tell Congress. And around Thanksgiving, Charlie Morgan told the Washington Post that she was praying that the Supreme Court would hear the challenge to DOMA quickly. She said, quote, "I really need to be alive when they actually do overturn DOMA. Otherwise, Karen is not guaranteed anything." Charlie Morgan did not make it that far. She died on Sunday morning. She was 48 years old.
I think her story, made a big difference in changing hearts and minds. I know people, no matter what their religious affiliation or their political affiliation were, when I told Charlie's story to them, they just said, "That's not right." And it changed their minds.